I have no helper today, no assistant nor no helper. I haven't been abandoned. I just, union rules, I have to give them some time off. So today's going to be a little bit of a mix of, this is safe for post-pregnancy, it is safe for beginners, intermediate and advanced. I'm only going to do about 10 minutes, but I'll give you the tips of when you need to just maybe modify, or I'll give you the modifications. So we're going to start with our feet hip distance apart. Remember, just if you want to bring your heel into the instep, turn around so you know where that hip distance is. My knees are nice and soft, and I'm just going to do nice swinging of the arms, just warming up the body, breathing in, breathing out, just nice, little gentle, and keeping my knees nice and soft. Breathing in, breathing out. Now I'm going to start swooping, and now I'm letting the back arch. Remember, if you've any blood pressure issues, don't let the head come back. You can just keep the head nice and forward. I sometimes have low blood pressure, so I'm always a little bit mindful. For 4, for 3, for 2, and 1, and nice big circles. For 3, for 2, and 1. I'm just going to bring my feet together. I'm going to cross my hands. You don't have to cross yours. I just have particularly long arms, as we all know, orangutan arms. I'm just going to grab hold, and as I do, I'm straightening and releasing. I'm straightening. So I'm got a little bit of a pull on the shoulders, just drawing them. I'm going for 2 more. Breathing out. Breathing in. 1 more. Breathing out. Breathing in. Now I'm going to bring both hands to the side. Again, I'm just going to open, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. 3 more. I'm out of breath because I was doing the reformer just before I started videoing here, so don't think that this is too much hard work. Keeping my shoulders nice and relaxed. Breathing out. Breathing out. 2 more. Breathing out. Last one. Breathing out. Just coming back up, and I'm going to come to the top of the mat. Remember, if you can, cross your legs to come down like so, do. If you need to come down 1 knee at a time, do so, and then turn to come down. So just nice, little gentle rolling back, and I'm going to come straight up into tabletop. Now remember, if you want to keep one leg down for this, do so. You're lifting your head and chest. You want to lift from the sternum. And again, if you need to, bring your hand behind and just pulse that arm, you can. You can come up into 2 legs. I'm going to come up and I'm going to extend out nice and long as I breathe in. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 20. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 30. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 40. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 50. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 60. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 70. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 80. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 90. In. 2, 3, 4. Out. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Draw the knees in, drop the head back down. Give yourself a little bit of a breather. If you need to, I'm going to come into single leg stretch. Remember, opposite hand on the knee. Breathing in. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And again, if you want to keep your head on the mat for this, you can do so. Breathing out, breathing in. 3 more. Breathing out, breathing in. Breathing out, breathing in. 1 more each side. Breathing out, breathing in. Draw back, bringing the knees hip distance. You're lifting that head and chest up. Double leg stretch. Again, remember guys, you can come up and down if you want. You can come up, drop the head. I'm going to come up, out, circle, come back in. breathing out, breathing in. You pick your level for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Draw back in and just extend one leg. Flex and point, flex and point for 2 and 1. Switch, flex and point for 2 and 1. Draw the knees in. Now I'm going to extend my legs up, keep my hands out nice and wide. Windscreen wipers again. If you need to keep your knees bent with this, do so. And I'm going to reach to the side, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in. Now you can see that I'm keeping my shoulders nice and flat. I'm trying not to use my hands too much. I'm going to do 2 more. Just working that waist. 1 more each side. Drawing my knees in. I'm going to cross my legs and I'm going to roll all the way up crossed. I'm coming over onto my side. Now, I'm going to lengthen out. I'm going to lengthen out my arm. And remember, you want that little gap. You don't want to drop down, relaxing totally. You want to keep whatever natural gap is there. Some of you might have a bigger, some of you mightn't have as pronounced a gap as I am, and that's absolutely fine. But just don't slump. You want to keep it nice and streamlined. I'm going to keep my hand on the side. You can keep your hand there if you need to. I'm just going to lift that top leg followed by that bottom leg. I'm zipping now just the whole body like a pencil, nice and straight. I'm breathing in, breathing out, keeping my hips nice and stacked. Remember, if you need to keep that hand there, do so. Now I'm just going to challenge myself a little bit. You can keep holding it. I'm going to lift my head and chest up. As I do now, you see how I've pushed into the mat and I'm releasing back up. Lifting and lowering. Just kind of cinching my waist and lowering. Making a little smiley face for 3, for 2, and 1. Now, I'm going to come up onto my elbow. As I do, I'm actually balancing on my elbow. Again, if you want to stay down, you can. I'm going to drop my bottom leg. I'm keeping nice and open. As I flex, I'm going to turn to look down towards my hip. And as I point, I'm turning. Now, this is quite challenging to keep the balance because I'm turning, keeping my pelvic floor and core. For 3. Again, if you need to come up onto the whole elbow, do so. But just make sure you're not collapsing into that shoulder. Last 1. I'm going to stay and I'm just going to circle that leg. And again, even that's quite challenging for me because I'm really depending on my core to keep me nice and balanced. I need to relax my bottom shoulder. See how it's scrunched up. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1 opposite. And again, circle and circle and circle. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. I'm going to bring my hand onto my hip and I'm bending my knees. Now, where I like to have my heels is in line with my sit bone. That's a good place to have them if you can. And I'm going to place my hands on my knees because I don't really need to worry about balance. I'm keeping my feet super glued together as I open, breathing out. And remember at this stage again, if you need to come down, you can do so. I'm just challenging myself a little bit more. You do the level that suits you. I'm going to do 5 more. 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Last one, I'm going to hold it open. Hold it. Just as if I'm tapping my knee up towards the ceiling for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drawing both feet and knee down. Lifting up into that hydrant. Now I'm not letting that hip roll back. It's just coming up and down. Nor am I kind of drawing it in. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 4, for 3, for 2. I'm going to hold it on. I'm going to point, flex, point and flex. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Bring that hand and I'm going to push myself back up into the mermaid. Now the leg I've just worked is the leg you want under the outside. Remember, if mermaid is your least favourite, just even if you want to have a block or something, or you can have your knees stacked. I know there's 1 or 2 of you out there who are quite tight in this position. Don't worry if you want to skip along and just ignore this. I will be doing something where it's helping you to get this position correct. I just didn't think about it tonight. So I'm waving and I'm waving. So what you want to think about is it's the movement of the trunk. Breathing out. 3 more. Breathing out. See how my shoulders are nice and relaxed. Breathing out. Now the last one, I'm going to come over and I'm going to circle. So I want to get a little bit of movement on that lower back. For 3. For 2. And 1. And I'm going to come over and I'm going to bring my legs all the way over to the opposite side. And again, just remember, do what you can. So laying out. Nice little gap. I have a more pronounced gap on this side. And again, just bringing my hand. I'm lifting and lifting. And I'm really now, it's more of a struggle for me this side. Just going to lift that head, reach, and come back down. You don't want to be leaning back like that, okay? You want to be nice. So if you find that you are, just use that hand in front. Doesn't matter how many you're doing, it really is, the starting position is correct. For 2 and 1. Remember, you can stay down. I'm going to just challenge myself a little bit more by staying up on that elbow, flexing forward. 1, 2, point. 1, 2, point. And again, you don't need to exaggerate the body too much. You're counterbalancing. Sometimes I see people going like that and like that. You can if you want, if it feels comfortable. Reach. You want to kind of feel that you're lengthening on an axis, this being the axis. I think that's the right term. I might not be correct. Text in with your answers. Last one. Come back. I'm going to stay up on that elbow as I circle. Ooh, much harder this side. For 7, 6, 5, 4. I'm keeping my pelvic floor, my core involved in this, 30%. Now I'm changing direction, keeping that shoulder nice and relaxed. For 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bending both feet, open and closed. Open and closed. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Last one, hold it and just tap, 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 tap. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drawing the knees down. Lift and lower. Lift and lower. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, and 1. Drawing up into that mermaid. And often people who have difficulty doing mermaid, they might find that one side is easier than the other, and just go with it. Just practice it. Breathing out, breathing in. But I will do, because I know there's about 4 or 5 people that I know who really hate this mermaid, and I will do it either tomorrow or the next day. I'll do a special little mermaid stretching and straightening. Last one. Now come back and we're just circling. I always kind of think of this as like freewheeling down a big hill on a bike. 2 more. Breathing out. Last one. Breathing out. You're going to come all the way up onto your knees. I'm going to come to the side. Now, there's a few options here with this as well. You can have your toes tucked in. You can do this with one hand just to begin with, where you're breathing out. If you can get to your foot, reach like so. If you find that it's a little bit tricky, bring your hand just to the back and reach like so. Coming back and you switch sides. Reach. Remember, you can come like that. Come back. Now, some people are flexible enough that they can come back like that. If you want to do that, you can do that. And then some people, I have long arms, it's not about flexibility. You can just come back and you can hold it. It's called a camel. Slowly coming up. Whichever one you wish to do, please do. Nice big circles. Bringing your hands either side. Just tuck the toes in, come back, draw the heels nice and slowly, circle up, bring the hands and just sway to the side. Now, be careful, because what I find with people when they do from the side, they often go like this. They're like, make sure you're in that nice neutral. So you're getting the stretch, nice, along the sideline. One more each side. Come back. Just wrap your hands around, curling back. Let the hands drop, change, curl up, reach out. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. To the next time.